Edward was a lonesome egret. He lived on an empty river with the barren sandbars and the dead wood. Edward's only friend was his reflection. One dreary afternoon, Edward heard a thunderous flutter, and he witnessed a wondrous sight. Birds, like him, in flight, away. "Who are you? Where are you going?" Edward asked. "We are here," they called out. "We are here." And then they were gone. And without thinking, Edward flew away, high above the river, away from the river, to some place where he hoped to find a friend. He sat atop a boathouse and looked across a colorful lake. He searched for someone, for some friend. Then Edward stopped upon a pier, and over the wind-kicked ripples, he searched again for someone, for a friend. And then he flew over the lake, away from the pier, to some place where he might find a friend. He preened himself in the sun and called out to the world, "I am here! I am here!" He yelled across the lake, "I am here!" Edward paced the tall grasses. He waded the shallows. He searched desperately for a friend. But alas, he found only a familiar sight, the solace he had known on the river. Edward looked down at his lonely reflection, and he asked himself, "What do I do?" "Keep going," he replied. "Do not give up." So Edward flew again over the grassy banks, away from his wavering image, to another lake where he hoped to find a friend. He perched on a high cypress tree above murky water, wretched stumps, and sunning turtles, and there he searched for. Wait, who is that? He asked. Edward spotted a friend across the water beyond the turtles. A friend flying in circles, dipping and diving, a friend who was playing. So Edward flew again. He raced across the lake, over the ripples, over the turtles. "I am here," he called out. "I am here." "I see you," he heard his friend respond. "I see you." A friend Edward had found. Edward lived a happy life with his friends. Oh yes, friends. Edward found several friends, and occasionally Edward and his friends would fly along that slow river, over those sandbars and over the deadwood, searching for others, saving them from their loneliness. "We are here," they call out. "We are here."